Yo, 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 what up, peeps? All right. Oh, as my thing says, it's gonna be a shorter stream. I have a headache. It's kind of like it's one of those like couple days at work. I don't know how else to describe it. I there's 4 different accidents, and then on the way home there's an accident. So 5 total accidents. It's just painful, you know. I mean, yeah, it's on my way home and started seeing migraine spots, and I think it's because of caffeine. Quite frankly, it's either caffeine or I had a snack earlier, and I wonder if like just messed my stomach a little bit. Plus, I didn't eat much yesterday and or today. Like I'm not really hungry right now, so fuck it, you know. Tomorrow I'll probably stream a little bit earlier today, hopefully, but like later than normal. Need to drop off my rental and have to. I'm gonna walk home. Had a couple buddies like offer to drive me, but it's like to me, it's like my way of like fixing my mistake, you know. Yeah, it's gonna be a short stream. I'll probably do 3 runs, I think. Either 2 or 3 runs. It really depends on like how much like my headache progresses. It's not bad right now, you know. It's there, but it's like whatever. I might make some eggs like 2 or something. The other thing that's like kind of like pissing me off was like, dude, like my mom like freaks out like if I don't answer like the phone, like when she calls. But then like today I called her 4 different times, like spread out like over like an hour like each time, right? And she doesn't pick up, and then she calls like right when I get home, and I'm just like, bro, I don't want to talk to you now. Talking time's over. Might as well pick this up. It's garbage, but see what it is. I don't know. How did that hit me? I had my headphones on it. I didn't hear the noise. Oh. Dude, Amazon's weird. Like, if you don't have Prime, like if you have Prime, obviously they ship stuff like super But then, like, if you don't have Prime, it's like a crapshoot, like when they ship stuff. They ordered some things, and it's just like, it was expecting to be here, like, January 22nd. I'm like, bro, like, it's gonna take 3 fucking weeks for you to ship my thing. Like, don't get me wrong, I don't need it right away. That's like, well, I ordered stuff that like I didn't like want my like parents to see because I use their Amazon Prime account, and just like yeah, I kind of wanted it quicker, just didn't want them to see it, you know. Sometimes I feel like I keep complaining about her. Like, I love my mom. Like, don't get me wrong, but like I just feel like she's like nosy and like kind of weird. Drop garbage. What are you doing back there, buddy? Come over here and fight. Oh my god, I'm tired as hell already. Jesus. I think I need to get like a water filter, because like, you know, I drink like a lot of tap water. And like, I filled it up like, you know, when I got home today, and it was like all cloudy and stuff, and I was like, and like usually I drink it like out of a coffee mug, so I can't like see like what the water like looks like. And I was like, have I been drinking this the whole time? This is like bad for me. And then I sit there and think about having like a headache, and I'm like, I wonder if it's because I'm drinking this water. Then it's like, wait a second, unless it's like a long-term effect, it's not drinking that water. Because, yeah, I drink work water earlier today, not garbage sink water. I can't remember if we need that or not. I keep saying that we. I don't know if, like, I hear other streamers say, like, we, like, referring to, like, yourself in like, Twitch chat. I don't know, like, which one, you know, so I just say it. But I don't know if, like, that's, like, I don't know. I don't know if, like, that's, like, a good thing to say. Like, I don't know if people, like that. I don't mind saying it. The collective we, or the formal we. I listened to, like, the new Robin Williams stand-up album. I used to love Robin Williams, like, growing up, like, loved, like, and I don't know, he doesn't hit the same anymore. It's like, I don't know if, like, his jokes, you know, change too much, or my taste changed too much, or they're too similar to, like, his old jokes. I don't know what the issue, like, I'm not good, like, with comedy, like, you know, like, saying what I find funny. Like, a lot of stuff I find, like, good, like, it's like a cadence thing, like, the way they talk about it. Like, that's, like, I think, like, why I like Norm Macdonald so much, because it almost, like, listens like poetry in a way. I feel like Robin Williams, a lot of his stuff is just, like, over the top, fast, all the time, you know? It also feels, like, weird to say, like, new Robin Williams, because, you know, obviously he passed away quite a while ago, and, you know, but then, like, Tupac puts out, like, a new album, like, every, like, couple of years, and dude's been dead for 20 years. That was, like, the other thing about Robin Williams is, like, he's, like, sitting there, one of his little skits, like, on his new album is he's sitting there making fun of things that the president has said. And I'm sitting there thinking, like, okay, like, old president, like, not Biden, like, that's too new. So I'm thinking Trump, right? Because, you know, obviously Trump in his first term said some funny things. No, he's talking about Bush. George Bush. That's how old this is. I was like, fuck, dude. Obviously what happened is, like, you know, someone, like, had a reporting of one of his live performances before he passed, and somebody like mastered it or whatever. I think the auto probably like a little bit better and then release it as new material. That's good though. It's just like not iconic or great. Like I sit there and think about him like making jokes about freebasing. Like why do you call it freebasing? It costs your fucking house. Or like him sitting there describing golf. What am I doing? He always like lays at my feet, so I always like pet him like with my feet. But like I'm like wearing like slippers like right now because I keep the my apartment at 60 like when I like leave. My toes are a little cold. He's like he doesn't like that obviously. Weirdly enough, he actually likes me like petting him with my feet. Really, Hiles? What the fuck? Maybe that drop rate's wrong. I mean, it's a possibility. I don't know how many, Nano Dragons are on that map. Also, I don't know, like, I've had some that... I can't remember, like, one off the top of my head, but I've had some, like, where I've had, like... I mean, hell, like this one, for example, I've had 2 hero abilities and a photon drop off the same mob now, and still no gear confuse. So, you know, sometimes certain mobs just like, you know, they're nice to you. Other times mobs aren't. How many red partisans do you have? My point exactly. When did you stream last? I don't remember. I must have missed one of your streams. Dude, even like with online quests, there's not really like a really good quest for paint arms. So it's just like, I was kind of surprised like when I saw that. The afternoon. I was probably stuck in traffic. I was saying earlier there was 4 different accidents that I got stuck in today, and then like on the way home I got stuck in an accident, so 5 total. And like one was like 45 minutes because this dude, like it's like me going in the ditch, like they just like stop like on like the left lane, and you can like see like his like skid marks like on the left lane. It's like squirt marks or whatever, and like he like went from like the left lane all the way to the right little guardrail and like went over the guardrail like off this like little edge, and I'm just like bro, like how fast were you going? I mean, don't get me wrong, like when I lost control, you know, it pulled me in. Done. Where's some dark resists? Get yourself a brightness circle. I think a brightness circle has like enough dark resist by itself. If I remember right, or close to it. I thought about farming one up, but it's from like the monkeys. Alright, well, get yourself some dark resists. I'd say the other thing you can do, you know, techniques have like a really long range, so I don't know like how like they spawn, but you can sit there and like walk in the doorway, cast a spell, and walk out the doorway over and over. If you're doing that, you might want to get like a cure paralysis or whatever it is, if you can get that. Bonk. Yeah, I don't know what you mean by that. I've barely done any online quests, remember? Bonk. You're probably gonna have to get some resist then, some dark resists. I mean, paint arms are pretty harmless for the most part, you know. There's a... And plus, I mean, like, 7, like... I don't know how, like, long that quest is, but... Just, like, 7's good, you know? Maybe it's like don't even do that last room. Just do the 7 of them. I don't know. Ugh, fucking hands taste like fucking salt, man. The funny thing too is that isn't your pan arms drop a 1 in 350? Like you only have like the one that you still need. You don't need the Doom and Midian ones. I'll be right back real quick. I want to go wash my hands and refill my water. Alright, I'm back. Is it just because it's shared drops like your pan arms, or is it because, like, you already have them? That's nutty. Technically, that Goldemer drop that I've been farming, technically that's a shared drop, but it's like 1 in 10,000 off of the bull claws. So it's just like it's definitely easier to do addicting food than to farm 10,000 bull claws. I gotta look up where Marco's Pizza is. I'm supposed to go there tomorrow. There's like one like a half mile from my house, it looks like. Maybe further. It says 4 minutes drive. How many miles, bro? .9 miles. Oh, I know where this is. It's before the Kroger near me. And I walked that Kroger quite a bit. Like behind this Starbucks and McDonald's. Come on, buddy. What are you doing over here? So yeah, I said at the top of the stream, I'll probably end up doing 3 runs total today. Well, I said 2 or 3, but I'll probably do 3. 2 seems like too short of a stream, you know? 3 seems good. That's like 90 minutes. That's like a movie, you know? Yeah, I just got home like way later than I should have from work. Instead of like doing my short run I did yesterday, I did like a little bit longer run, and there's 4 accidents. It's mind blowing. I'll probably repeat that like 6 more times because I'm tired. And I do that. I like to repeat things like when I'm tired. Uh-oh. Wow. I could not hit that guy for some reason. Yeah, I was like, you know what? Like, I don't have anywhere to be, you know, technically. And, I kind of need to make up money for my car. Basically, I'm, like, working this whole week just to pay for my car. That's, like, kind of the way I see it. It's sad, but It is like what it is. I'll be happy when I get my car back. Driving this like rental like makes me like miss my car so much. There's like literally like nothing like on this car. It's like a Nissan Altima. That's the other thing too. Technically, they told me they're gonna put me in a Toyota Camry, and like I've driven a Toyota Camry before. And then they put me in this like Nissan Altima. Don't get me wrong, like Nissan Altima like has like more brum than like Toyota Camry, but I think the Toyota Camry is like a better car like overall. Dude, what? Well, I definitely prefer my Civic over this thing. I'm really hoping I get called off tomorrow, but I think there's like zero chance of that happening. They were asking like some people to go in like super early, and like I would have like signed up for it, but like I like literally would have been back in time to get my like 10-hour reset to go in there. They're like, you gotta be back by like 5:30. I'm like, yeah, I don't think that's happening. And I don't think I got back until like 7:30. So. And then like when I said that, that was before like the second two accidents. So it was like, it would have cut it close if I never got stuck in those. You know what I kind of want to see? I haven't seen it in a while. I've seen like what, like 3 of them since we've been farming addicting foods. I want to see another red slime. I know it's like a really low drop rate to get like another lava skin, but that doesn't mean we can't see the slime, you know. Honk. My favorite news about that pirate software guy from like World of Warcraft that came out. I don't know if it's just I found out about this, or if it's like common knowledge, like what it was. But the way I found out about this, I should explain too, is because I was like, people kept calling him His name's like Jason Hall. Like he's like worked at this is like not like a secret or anything, but people called him Thor. But he worked at Blizzard, right? And then people kept calling him Maldavius, like Fig Tree or something like that. And I was like, why are they calling him that? So I typed that in, right? Maldavius Fig Tree, and then it came up like with the Second Life thing. And like that's like his persona, which if you're not aware what a persona is, it's like in the furry community, if you have like you pick like an animal that like you like resonate with or whatever, and then you pick like a name, and that's your persona. So this guy's like a full-blown furry, but no, so like yeah, like when that popped up, there were like the thread was basically about, hey, like, no, like this is definitely the same guy. Here's proof, like that's the same guy, and here's him talking about this like law that they're trying to pass like over in the UK, basically about there's like a huge issue in gaming that like live service games come and go, like they're just here then they're gone at any given time. So there's the UK was basically trying to pass a law that like if you bought a game that was like a live service game, that game would always have to be playable. Like, because like, you know, you're buying it, you're not leasing it, you're buying it. And, yeah, the dude was like, very much against that law. And like, I don't know if it's still true or not, but at the time he was making like a live service game, that's like why he was against it so much. And it was like, man, like that tells me all I need to know about this guy. And he's like completely like anti like consumer rights. Like I don't know, like one of my favorite games ever was Marvel Heroes. And if you don't know what Marvel Heroes is, it's like an X-Men and Avengers and all the Marvel characters in like a Diablo type game. So like instead of like having a barbarian, archer, Saurus, paladin, etc., you have Captain America, Iron Man. Like there's so many. I think there's like 112 different characters at the end of the game, and like the CEO got like accused of sexual misconduct, and then like Disney basically like pulled the plug on it because of mostly because of that. And I bring that up because like if that law existed, then you know that game would still be up and running, or you know, turn into a single player game so you can still play it. You know, such as the case of like Wayfinder. But because it's like, you know, like that law didn't exist and all the source code allegedly got destroyed, people are basically reverse engineering it to bring it back to life. And it's like taking like, I think they estimate that they're on version 0.4, version 0.5. You know, obviously 1.0 would be final version. So they're like halfway done, you know, of like bring it back, and it's like been like a year though. And basically all that like work that like I think it's basically 2 people are doing. You know, none of that would have been done. I think about that like a lot too, because just like the mobile games I play, you know. Whenever I have downtime at work, I'm usually pulling up my phone and playing some sort of mobile game. Which, right now it's Melvor Idol, which is like RuneScape, but like overly simplified, like where you just like for example, you want to go like level up your mining, you click mining, and you click whatever ore you want to mine, and it mines it for you. And then if you just check back like after a while, and like you'll be like, oh, we mined 200 ores for you, whatever, and now your mining's at this level, you know, and then like, it's basically got like a 24-hour time limit that like you have to like, keep checking in on it, and then obviously you have like inventory space and stuff like that to deal with. But then like there's also combat, which is like a lot more like active and like you kind of have to pay attention to combat. And then the tower, which is also another like idle game. But you know, but I bring those up because like Melvor Idle's like basically like, set up to, like where you know, it doesn't need server attachment. It has it, but it doesn't really need it. But like the tower, like in a given time, they could, you know, shut that game down, and there goes. I think I started playing like 5 months ago at this point. So it's like there goes like 5 months of a game I played. Just like at their whim, basically. So that like UK like law would make it so I could, you know, play it later on. At least a version of it. I also find it kind of funny because I don't really like hate furries, but like every furry I've met has been like a peculiar person, to put it like nicely. Like they've always been like nice and everything, so I'm not gonna like hate on them or disparage them or anything like that. But like, it's never like, you know, like the popular kid in high school. Like, he's not a furry, more than like, I mean, he might be, I guess, but in my experience, like, he wouldn't be. I don't know, I kind of see like as cosplay too, you know, you're just playing a character, right? And I know like a lot of like the furry community, it's like a sexual thing, but you know, my whole philosophy on that is like, I don't really care what happens between two consenting adults, you know? Two consenting adults want to do that? Have fun. I should say like all parties involved in consenting, because you know, obviously like two people could consent to like having sex in public, but you know, all the people that stumble upon them might not consent to that. So that's why I say like all consenting parties. But yeah, so I mainly bring that up because like of his stance on the whole UK law more than anything. It's just ironic I found out about his stance on that. That's more than I find kind of hilarious about that story. Anyways. Another news, I listen to this podcast. I listen to like 2 like movie podcasts, and I listen to like 2 disc golf podcasts. And the movie podcast was sitting there doing like their top 10 list, and I was like, man, I haven't heard of some of these movies, which is like really weird because like I'm like really into movies, so like the fact that like they're talking about movies that like I haven't heard of is really fucking weird. And then like come to find out this like one movie, it's called The Brutalist, is like on like a lot of people's like top 10 list. And then I get like an advertisement today about this movie now showing soon at AMC. And I'm just like, bro, it's January 14th, showing soon. That means like, you know, January like 17th, I'm assuming, you know, Friday. Like, this is a top 10 list of 2024. Why is this movie coming out halfway through January? UK's been on some weird stuff lately. Do you mean like that law I was talking about, or just like furries, or what? Because furry is not like a UK thing. Like that's like a worldwide thing. It's really popular in Asia and the United States of America. Oh. There's actually a furry convention in Columbus that I found out about like 2 years ago because a coworker invited me to go with him, and I was like, yeah, I'm not doing that. Had fun though. When I said coworker, I mean my old job, not... I guess it was more than 2 years ago. It was like 4 years ago now. Time is always moving. Yeah, I can't really think of like any recent UK laws that... You know, they're very consumer-centric and a lot of like their law choices, like the whole like Right to Repair Act, and you know, they were a big reason like why Apple's switching to USB-C. I think this is a Disco Braven, right? I always like laugh when that happens. I'm not trying to open up these boxes, but sometimes I do, and then they pop up. That box is just funny to me. Yeah, it's the Braven. They've got like knife laws, which I kind of think are weird, because like I don't know. I feel like a chef knife is like probably like bigger than like their knife laws. So like, couldn't like a guy just walk around with a chef knife stabbing people if he like was like really trying to cause like harm? Like, why are you putting like restrictions on like pocket knives? I don't know. Ooh. Keep forgetting I have this. The other weird thing is like my coworker was telling me that the Senate passed like a law saying that banning transgender women from competing in gender restricted. I can't remember how it's like worded or whatever. And then I was like trying to like look it up, and I can't find anything about that. So I'm just like, did this actually happen, or? Because he like listens to like some like weird podcast, and I was like, I don't know if like the validity of this stuff is, you know, it's like deep right stuff. It's like deeper right than like Joe Rogan is. So I was like, I'm like wondering if someone's like trying to push an agenda, and then like they're just like spreading false news to try to push that agenda. I don't know. It's also just, you know, passing the Senate's like one thing, but passing Congress is another thing, and I can't imagine, like, you know, Donald Trump knocking it down, but, you know, presidents have that ability too. I don't know, man. Weird world we live in. I got mad about this like a few years back because like it was like the Bernie Moreno and DeWine's like main policies were about like transgender participation in sports, and I like looked it up, and like Ohio has like 16 million people or some shit if I remember right, and like there were 6 transgender like male to female transgender kids like in high school sports. 6. And this is your main fucking like political point. Like, go fuck yourself. Like you're making like a mountain out of molehill at that point. Like I don't even care like what your stance is like on it. Like I haven't like read enough evidence like one way or the other, but just like dude, like just tell me you hate trans people without telling me you hate trans people is like what that makes me feel like when you're targeting 6 fucking people. I don't even know if those 6 people are playing sports. It's just 6 people. Like, it's a very complicated subject because, like, basically it comes down to like, you know, a rudimentary understanding that there's 2 genders, which there's not, you know, even like any facet of science will tell you there's not only 2 genders. And then you know, it really comes down to like testosterone levels is a huge thing, and just you know, there's transgender women out there that have like a lower testosterone level than cis women do, and assigned female at birth. I only know disc golf. You know, there's one trans woman in disc golf, and she's not good. And then people throw a stink about her, and I'm just like, yeah, she's not good. Like, I don't know what she's hurting playing. Like I said at the top of the stream, I'm doing 3 runs, so this is the 3rd run. This will be the last run. Probably gonna go straight to bed after this, like not even... Usually I also then like watch like YouTube or whatever for like an hour like, after stream, just to like wind down or whatever. But I don't think I need to do that today. I'm fucking out of it. Like, people always like bring up the fact that like she quote unquote throws far with bad form, and I'm just like, she's like maybe in the top 25% of throwers, but like there's definitely people that throw like put it in there like quite a lot. And then like people like her putting, and I'm just like again, like one of the best putters in the FPO division is a 42-year-old Laotian woman that's like 5'4". And I'm just like, you're telling me there's some sort of trans advantage on putting? Like, it just blows my... I don't know, you know? I think the thing that like really like annoys me about like all that is just like all like the extra stuff that they do based off of that. Like there's been like reports of like genital inspections, which I just think is fucking disgusting. Like, yeah, inspecting the genitals of a fucking high school student or middle school student is just fucking wrong. And then like, there was like a thing that high schools were requiring, like we're tracking the female students' periods, and it was like, that's just, it's fucking wrong. I don't know how to describe it, like, it's not your fucking business. The period thing was struck down by the Ohio Supreme Court as a HIPAA violation. The genital checking thing, unfortunately, has been a thing quite a few times. And it's not just like, you know, this is like their justification. It's not like a random person checking their genitals. It's a medical professional. Still seems fucking weird to me, man. Can you imagine, like, you're in fucking middle school or high school, you're going through puberty, you're fucking stressed out because school's stressful, you might be getting bullied, you know, there's fucking all sorts of drama with, you know, your friends and relationships and all that stuff. And then someone accuses you of being a different gender. Like, what's that gonna do to someone, like someone's self-esteem, you know? It's fucking... The other thing that kills me is, like, I don't really hear it, like, I hear it for disc golf, and used to hear it for, like, swimming, like, a lot, like collegiate swimming, and, like, the whole, like, Leah Thomas thing. And people were doing it, they say, like, to protect women's sports. And I'm just like, I've never heard, like, anyone literally ever talk about women's swimming, women's collegiate swimming, until Leah Thomas. So, like, tell me, like, you don't give a shit about, like, women's sports, like, without telling me you don't give a shit about, like, women's sports. Like, clearly, like, you only care about this because of your political bias. And same with disc golf, like, I've watched, like, female disc golf since, like, 2015, 2016, and, like, the amount of people who have, like, started watching disc golf since, like, the whole quote-unquote transgender issue is just, like, mind-blowing. Like, and then, like, you watch viewership from tournaments, like, where the people outspoken against the transgender person aren't there, or the transgender person's not there, and, like, viewership goes back to quote-unquote normal levels, which are considerably, like, lower than, like, these political outrage people. I don't know, I just can't stand that. Like, I just wish it would go, like, it's one of those issues I wish would go away. And it's like, well, for like 20 years, I guarantee I'm just gonna keep hearing about it over and over and over. Anyways, I should probably stop talking politics. I'm probably only talking politics because I'm tired. So I'm like probably like a little irritable. But anyways, on to more positive things. Lions play in the playoffs on Saturday. Super excited. I bought a hoodie. It's supposed to be here Friday. Because I have like a gray and blue hoodie. I wanted like a blue and gray hoodie. Like blue being the prominent color. It's like annoying, like even on Amazon, because you still have to get like NFL like licensing and everything. The hoodie was still $50. It's just like, dude, what type of hoodie on Amazon is $50? It's funny to me. I love hoodies though. That's like one thing I feel like you can never get enough of. Cause like different wears of hoodies have like different purposes. Like you get like that brand new hoodie and it's like super soft on the inside. It's just like the cozy hoodie, you know. And then like later on, like it, you know, it starts breaking down and it becomes like a lot less like warm, so you can like wear it like even in the spring and fall time. Hoodies are the best. I still forgot to ask my buddy like what he wants to do for the game. I should probably find that out. He's probably gonna be like, "Oh, like what do you want to do?" Or, you know, it just depends like what you know what time you get home from work. I feel like he's gonna come over, which is fine with me, obviously, but I just like rather like know in advance. So just tell me like the night before, and then that you know, I have to like worry about cleaning and whatnot. I wouldn't mind this quest if Caves 1 didn't exist. Caves 1, I feel like, once I'm like through Caves 1, it's like a weight off my shoulders. There's like so few like null peaks in it, and like there's no slimes, there's no pan arms. And you enter this room and there's 3 null peaks just right away. Back in the wrong way. I don't know how early you got into stream, Miles, but did you like my stream starting soon screen? I don't know if you were able to see it. It was only running for like 3 minutes. It was running longer yesterday. It's stupid. I talked about this yesterday, but my all it is me playing Brighter Shores, because like I'm like refreshing activities on Brighter Shores. Because like my whole thing is like, you know, I'm sitting down to stream anyways, and like I know like, you know, most people are here for PSO, they're not here for Brighter Shores. So I was like, I'll just do this. I'll put a stream starting soon thing on there, and then like, you know, switch over to PSO. Perfect. I was joking with my buddy too, because I kept saying I was just gonna like walk home after dropping off my rental car, and he's like, "Oh, how far is that?" I'm like, "It's 5.2 miles." And he's like, "You can't walk that far. It's supposed to be cold tomorrow." I'm like, "Yeah, I'm not gonna fucking do it in shorts and a t-shirt, you know. I'm gonna do it like in, you know, thermal pants and, or not thermal pants, thermal leggings." I'm gonna wear a hoodie and a hat and everything, you know. It's not like I'm just gonna go out there freeballing. I told him too. I'm like, you know, plus there's a Chick-fil-A like it's literally at the halfway point. So like, you know, worst case scenario, I'll stop at a Chick-fil-A and get a drink and you know, warm back up. Maybe a little snack. There's a lot of drama when that Chick-fil-A like went in there, because there's a place like a Columbus staple called TJ's, which is not good, but it's like one of those things that's like been in Columbus for like years and years and years, and that was like their original location down on High Street, and yeah, they sold that lot, and Chick-fil-A like kept their sign and everything, which is like this like huge arrow like pointing to like their marquee. Are you going to get TP materials from the Galleon shop files? I didn't realize you could get those from there. I was like reading online about those. Oh, is it way too absurd? That's the other thing you could get. I don't know. Do you have access to Monkey King Bar? It's an episode 2 drop for me. It's not that rare. But there's like an item from that Galleon shop that you can get that combined with the Monkey King Bar to turn into Black King Bar. And that's like the best double flavor in the game. It's even better than Twin Cannon. A second way you can get TP materials. When's the next Rappy holiday? Valentine's, right? Or Easter? I don't really use spells that often, so I know like when I was like clearing tower that I was like using spells like a lot more. And then also doing Seabed I was using spells a lot more. So like in those situations like it's probably like useful. Yeah. Well, and plus, like, it's like, you know, you might not even have to use a tri-fluid. I don't know. What is a lucky coin? I thought you used photon drops in that shop for everything. Oh, that's right. Phantasmal World. One of those Phantasmal Worlds is like the best way to farm something. I can't think of like what off the top of my head. Guilty Light number 2 in 3 runs. It must be my birthday. Yeah, no, it probably is pretty hard for Humor, but, you know, as a Huna world, it'd probably be like a lot easier. Whoa, look at the red box! I know, I'm just... If you download an online quest... Does it still do that, like, make it harder thing, or no? This fucking belt outfit is so stupid, man. I got so mad that day. Because it's like, I didn't know I had Megan, and then, like, dude, they just, like, messing with me, man. I don't know. Oh, look, another... Hey, it's a photon drop at least. I'll take that for the Guilty Light. I actually haven't had a photon drop in a while, so... We've been due for one. I don't know what mine is. That Monkey King bar is from Seabed, I believe. And then Anno Rifle, funny enough, is Seabed. I was talking about this yesterday, but I showed like a snippet of that one Japanese dude. Because at the end of his stream, he's got this thing like where he goes over his like rare drops that he's gotten. And I was like, I don't know what half of these are. Because like it literally just shows like a picture of like a red box in the ground. And he shows like him getting Anno Rifle from Epsilon. And I was like, man, he got like one of those like 150 drops. And then like come to find out that yeah, it's a... Or not 1 in 150, 1 in 1050, that's what I meant to say. It's a 1 in 1050 off of Sinnoh Zoa. So his 1 in 1050 Epsilon drop is a 1 in 1050 Sinnoh Zoa for me. And it's just like, I wonder which one of those is easier to farm. You know, like... I mean, it's cool that he got it, obviously, but I would never farm 1050 for something you get as a fairly common drop off a different mob. I don't know what Zamba is. I know Starve had that and he got like really excited like, when he got it. That Heaven Punish one's like not as bad as I initially thought it was. It's not great, but it's not terrible. The one for me, anyways. If your ultimates on Del Depth are Morphos or Delbiter, yeah, like good luck. But if it's on like the Sinnohs, you get like 7 of them per see the heart start, and like it's not that bad. Yeah, as I say, 1 in 12k, not 1 in 300k out of 2. The other thing about that is, you know, you might get that like while doing your Epsilon, or farming like Ilgils or Gibbles or Gigoos, or I don't think Del Lilies have a drop, do they? No, they have a drop. Yeah, because I got dropped very hard for Del Lilies. That's where my armor came from. Mine's not too bad, except for the Del Depth and the Morphos, which coincidentally are not in that East Tower quest. So I literally have to go on my way and farm seabed free roam. That's not that bad. That's kind of bad, but not that bad, because I guess you'll get more than likely get that like along the way of your Epsilon drop. I think there's 12 Delbiters. I don't know. That's kind of bad. There's like, what, like 8 more bows per run. And they're only in the second one. That's not that bad. That's not that bad. You think that's bad, that's not that bad. The worst one on there is like your Morphos one, or your Delbiter one. I think it's your Delbiter one if the tower doesn't exist. Anyways, that's 3 runs. I said short stream. I gotta be up at 6 AM, which is in less than 8 hours. So that's gonna be it for me today. There's a random guy streaming Phantasy Star Online, so we're gonna raid him. Mava Lavra. Says it's vibing in the mines, new player, grinding. He's the guy that tags as OSRS Yu-Gi-Oh! Deck building. So it looks like he's playing on version 3 though. So have fun. Thanks for being here. I'll be back tomorrow. It'll probably be a longer stream tomorrow and earlier, hopefully. Bye.